Hi Eli, that was the first 4 measures of your solo, just to give you a little glimpse. Basically, let me tell you what's going on there. It's all done and it sounds really good. The only question is up to you. Can we get you to play it? I think we can. We ran into a little discrepancy. The very first thing when I gave you those 4 different solos that I played, you said you liked maybe 3 or 4. There was a discrepancy between that level and then the level that you were playing for me on your video. So I went back and reworked it a little bit, and hopefully we've met something in the middle. It's fun for me. I think you're a saint for putting up, because it's been such a long time. So usually I like to get things out really fast, but I appreciate that. It's got 4 sections in it. And basically what I did is, before you could actually even begin to play that, what I was doing, by the end of this video you're going to see actually how you can do that first section. They can either be, that's one of the harder sections, because I thought it's good to start off with kind of like, whoa. So this will take a while, maybe 3 or 4 weeks just to get the grasp. But what I did is, I made this sheet here. That's what I emailed you. So these are all preparatory exercises. I tried to give you an extra thing here. These are all just 8 simple things, and you'll need 2 of them in each section. So I thought maybe that's the best way to break it down. And then, and as I say, your solo's all finished. I don't even want to show it to you before you can actually work a little bit on these, because it might be a little bit of a jump. So I'll be able to email you the solo on finale, so then it'll look like a printed page. It won't be just my handwritten scrabbles. So let me know when you think you'll be ready for it. I'm going to be going away for about a week, and then anytime after that you just let me know how it's going. Now let me show you number 1. Number 1 on your sheet there is this. Kind of a combination of some stuff. 6-stroke roll and stuff like that. We can do that. That'll work. It's a single stroke followed by 2 sets of doubles, and then 2 more single strokes. Yeah. Wait a minute. 3 single strokes at the end. Now, here's the interesting thing. You get the doubles so that you can be grooving around on the snare drum. Those singles, that's the first part of your solo. So for these first week or so, just do these on the snare drum to get them good and clean. I'll show you. That's all that first one is, and that's actually part of the solo. I'm putting the single strokes on the toms. So I can go a lot faster, but I'm trying to get it to the right speed. Doesn't really matter what tom you put it on. Okay, number 2 on your sheet, which you'll need to do until that it's so simple you don't have to think about it. This. I call that the 70s rock fill on my other video. We cool? It's not so hard, but I hope you understand. I want you to practice these hundreds, thousands of times where you don't have to think about it. And I wrote Travel Around on the drums. some other supplementary videos in the future. They'll be the $15 ones, but I can show you how to get fast. The way to get fast is practice not at your fast speed. Practice at about 80% of your speed for long periods of time. That's how I teach my students and get their speed up. And each time you do it, you become a little more relaxed. You don't do this and try to push the speed. If anything, you just practice at 70 or 80% of your speed. So what are you doing for the 5 minutes? After the 5 minutes of practicing, you're a lot more relaxed than when you started. Not a lot of people know that way to do it. You don't get fast just by practicing fast. You get fast by practicing not at your top speed, and you practice breathing more, you practice relaxing more, practice it's easier and easier, and you don't have to think about it. Number 3 on your sheets is the same thing, but it starts on the bass drum. Because there's a part in your solo that's going to be like this. It's doable, it's doable. I hope you're not going, no, I can't do this. Don't. You can do this. Is that hard? No, it isn't. I promise. Hey, even if it takes you 2 or 3 months, even just practicing one of these things will revolutionize your drumming. It'll help you. So it's a great project. It's a great learning project. It's a good project for me too. I love this stuff. Make me a video of your playing on these 8 steps. I'd like to see, and then I could see if there's one that's weak or something. Okay, number 4 is really cool. It's this. How cool is that? I use it like that. There's a part of that in your solo too. See how nice he's going to help you? That's just one stroke on each drum. And the bass drum is a tom. Most people don't do that. See, I missed it. I wasn't practicing my own words of going slow. Moving on to number 5. 5 is pretty unique. It's a really easy pattern. But all within each one of these, pay particular attention to the sticking. I wrote the exact sticking out for you. And this one, it goes over the bar line. It's uneven. I'll give you an example. I got this one from Dave Weckl. Pretty good, huh? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Assuming you know you can read in 8th notes and 16ths and stuff. All right, number 6, basically no problem. It's almost exactly like number 3, but it's in triplets. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The beauty of this one, Eli, is because sometimes you're hitting the hi-hat, which I never did a few years ago as a drum. 1 and 2 and. So I know if you're watching, or a lot of people watch my videos and they go, wow, how does he do that? Well, guess what? That's what you got for number 6. It's just that's the reason why. It's not that I don't want to give you the solo right away. I just don't want to scare you. If you can have some mastery of these 8 steps, then you let me know whenever you want, then I'll send you that. Hard, not hard. Right, not hard. So what's the difference between that it's just that I've taken the time to practice just what I'm showing you. Really nice and easy. Even when I play fast, I usually don't get tense. And of course you can travel around, switch them around, but yours in particular is going to have that. You see how just these patterns, you mix them and match? The goal is for you to be able to make your own solos too after this. Now 7 and 8, they're harder just because of the speed. So we'll see if this can work or not. Otherwise I can revamp it. It's a 6-stroke roll, exactly from my video. Here's number 7. When you have the single strokes, make them loud, accented. When you have the double strokes, make them soft. So like this is the last section of your solo. It's like just like what I play. It's like I showed that other student with paradiddles. You're doing the thing, but on the single strokes, you play them on the cymbal, and you add a bass drum. That's number 8. So you got to get good at these first. You hear all the fans clapping and stuff, that's your incredible finish. Okay, cool. So I'm anxious to see what you think of it. And we shall see how it goes.